Oh, yes. Yo, this is going to be really cool. And it's a special version of Oasis as well. Well, all the salutes in the chat are going directly to my friend out there, Hank the Super Nerd. Hank the Super Nerd. Well, actually, technically, some of these should go to Microsoft and some other names as well. But basically, Hank, my buddy, my pal, my mod, created some maps and is combining that with the Battle Royale mode that Microsoft added to the game. You can actually do it online with some of the maps that they made. But this is a map that is not part of that, and it is Oasis. And look how freaking cool this looks. The basic premise is simple in this game, and it's that a storm is coming, okay? And the storm should be visible on the map, but also visible on the mini-map, and it will slowly eliminate land from the edges of the map and force you towards the middle. So this rank that players have, that is, as far as I know, completely based on population. And the end goal is to have as much population and to survive as long as possible. However, we have combined this with Regicide mode. So while you also need... Well, technically, you could win with the highest population. If you lose your king, you're dead. You're defeated. So from what I've been told, Regicide combined with this is possible. And thank you to Hank for working on that. And let's do the introductions. Here in the teal, we have Russell playing as the Magyars. Here in the yellow, we have Sully playing as the Indians. In the purple, we have Chalk Sidewalk playing as the Turks. In the orange, we have Dibna. Dibna is playing as the Khmer. In the gray, we have Desvolt playing as the Bulgarians. In the blue, we have Dr. Wanjik playing as the Burmese. In the green, we have Ploof the Boring Dragon playing as the Burgundians. And then last but not least, in the red, we have Morgothor, who's playing as the Japanese. And there's the storm. So we set it to 90-minute storm countdown, but I don't know what that equates to in terms of in-game time. I guess if it's set to 90 minutes, you need to be here by 90 minutes or you're dead. And this is a Dark Age start. Now, thankfully on Regicide, you start with a lot more villagers. But, oh, God. It's like, it's glowing. Did you see that? Kazemi, is this new? I'm going to ask Kazemi, who works on a lot of the maps with Hank. I don't recall this red glow being there before. That's pretty cool. So, is it not much better to be far from the corners then, if that's the case? Okay, that is the Microsoft glow. Gotcha. I never saw that. Reigning Battle Royale champion here. Never saw that. Izemi, yes, I won the tournament. I don't recall the glow, okay? I was too busy focusing on winning. And killing everybody. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. Fast castle and build all your new TCs here, right? Get your TCs up there. You want your economy to be as close to the middle as possible. It is also, oh my God, it's not diplomacy. Okay, I thought it was going to be diplomacy, but Sully, who's been subbed to the stream for 3 years, can't listen to a word I say. So it's not going to be diplomacy. It will be straight free-for-all, which is fine. They will all be enemies, which means you need to be very particular about what you do, where you do it, as everyone frantically runs towards the center. It's all right, Sully. I love you. I just love you a little bit less. It's okay. In terms of civs here, there's quite a few civilizations I'd like here. I know this seems crazy, but I actually really like Turks in this format. The downside of having Turks, though, is that you can't get Onager to cut the trees, so maybe on Oasis it's a little rough. I do like this map, though, because on normal Oasis, there's just water in the middle and nothing else. Here, at least, there's gold and whatnot, so makes a lot of sense to cut through the middle, as opposed to before, you're just kind of like, well, can't do anything in there. You cannot use bombard cannons on the trees. It's not very realistic, but you cannot do that. So, as we see a signal from Teal. I think they're probably talking right now. We cannot see what the players say to each other in live games. I imagine what happened was Russell says, I am here. But I don't know how he's planning on using that to his advantage.
What do we want? Low-flying airplane noises. When do we want them?
Also, players have a camel for a scout. I just realized that. It's pretty cute. Huh. Well, I will say, if this was a regular game and it was not diplomacy, I'd be rather upset. This not being diplomacy isn't the biggest deal because we have so many other things to focus on. And look at this from Divna. Divna's commerce, so you don't need to drop off your food from farms at a mill or anything. And Divna's already chopping towards the center. That's pretty cool. It is not played on explored, so from a player's perspective, you just see the red on the minimap. Or if you look to the corners, and that's about it. Like, I could be wrong. Maybe it'll end up closing in on this area soon, but I feel like it is better to be on the sides as opposed to the corners. I think purple's position is the worst position right now. And wait a second, no! Okay, something I forgot to mention is that you can pack up your town center in this, which I think is something that Hank introduced. So he's packing up his town, but it takes a really long time. So he just had to drop a mill so he could drop off food from his farms. And I guess he's going to move the town center to the middle. But I think it would have made sense to wait to do that. So a little early on that one for sidewalk over here. And now the TC's packed up right there. And he's going to move it. I mean, you packed it up already. You might as well just move that bad boy over to the wood line. This does remind me of Oregon Trail. Oh, man. Oregon Trail, what a throwback. But yeah, this is really freaking cool. I mean, the timing of it on it is awful. But it is really cool. I wonder if you have to use villagers to build it then. Because you didn't need villagers to pack it up. Let's see. Don't ask me how you can fit an entire town in that. Okay, so you... Okay, it is unpacking, but can you build it as well? It's unpacking, and then... I feel like you can't build it because purple tried to click it and it didn't do anything. Let's see if purple can actually click that thing. Purple's going to struggle with the boom here. The storm is coming and purple's making scouts. Yeah, you can't build it. Wow, okay. So that is actually just awful for purple, wasting all this time. Meanwhile, you're probably going to see other people make their town centers towards the middle. A Morgathor is about to click up to Castle Age and we'll do that. Yellow is, yep, placing a second town center in Castle Age there already. Teal, about to click up to Castle Age. Actually, what I can do for now is I'll show you this progress bar to show you how people are doing. So, in terms of racing to Castle Age, no surprise the person who's been around this community for 5 years is ahead. I don't want to say that supporting the stream makes you a better player because that's not necessarily true. But I will point out that Sully's been subbed for 3 years and Disvolda's been subbed for 4. And that they somehow magically... You're making long swords! Never mind, I take it back. If you sub to the stream for a long time, you do not necessarily get better at the game. Why are you making long swords, my friend? I thought you were going to boom and make me look good. But apparently, you can take the pleb out of the viewer, but you cannot take the troll out of the pleb. He maybe wants to take out buildings with long swords, which would be so epic. But not a whole lot of eco behind that then. Sully is booming. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay. Well, actually, Sully's lucky there. Sully could have lost all those villagers, and Purple Scout Rush almost paid off there. So, I mean, Sully had a few that were just a hit away from death. Okay. Not all subs are boomers. Some are younger. Ah, get out of here. You're a boomer. What's up, Arbitap? We're all boomers, man. We're playing a 20-year-old game. We're boomers to somebody. Okay, we've got some archers for Ploof the Boring Dragon, who definitely wins the most exciting name in the game award. Needs to defend the villagers here, but that should be fine. We're seeing archers. We're seeing a stable. I mean, fighting for control along this wood line will be really important as the storm is closing in. I'm really worried for purple. Because purple hasn't clicked up the Castle Age yet. Not so worried. Well, I'm a little concerned for yellow. But yellow seems to be a little more capable in terms of expanding. Teal as well as someone... No! What happened? Russell disconnected. Ah. Thanks, DE. Well, I'm very worried for Russell. Russell's game disconnected. I've heard that the most recent patch has caused more drops because we've had quite a few disconnects today. So F's in chat for Russell. Pay respects if you have the emote. And thanks to E. Sorry, Russ. The purple's still running around with the scouts. Good quick walls here from Morgothor. Keep things protected. I kind of like how purple made scouts because it's keeping people honest along the wood line. We'll just see what happens with this area. There's still plenty of time. I feel like at 40 minutes, the castle will be gone. Marcy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so Gray is booming a little bit with the longsword defense. Thoughts on stone? Maybe with Bulgarians, we will see a Krepost. Could see an additional town center. It would kind of make sense to mine the stone and gold that's closer to the edge of the map first, I guess. But it's easy to say, hard to do. Yeah, I think the players are going to have a decent amount of time. The player who's the most fully boomed is Gray with 44 villagers. So by the time he starts to lose this castle, I think it'll be at around 100. So the pace of this is not bad. Arctic Noodle, thank you for the 6. It's been a fun stream today. I don't really have a voice right now, or at least I'm losing my voice. Or I'm getting it back, because I was at a hockey game 2 days ago, and I was screaming and yelling, so... Apparently that's not good for your voice long term, but I've done all right today. Okay, I think it's going to be fairly obvious when it's about to hit this flat region on the side, because you're going to see it extend more in towards this side. And I thought initially that some players were at a disadvantage, and I do think that teal was a little bit, but it's not too bad. No, you do not die if you lose a unit to the storm. You can lose all your units except one to the storm if you want. You die if you lose your king. And you die if you lose all units. So normal battle royale, if you were to play it, it's just you have to keep all your units alive. Here we have the added excitement of having a king as well. Yeah, I think Ballista Elephant Cut would be really smart here, and so does Orange, apparently. I don't know if I'd make 8 right now. But yeah, you could just cut right through the trees with Ballistas and go to the middle. No one else can do that in Castle Age. Yeah, I'm not technically a Lightning fan. Like, a younger T90 would be very upset with older T90 for doing this, but I'm a Caps fan. But since I lived in Tampa for a year, my girlfriend's a Lightning fan. I pretty much support the Lightning when the Caps are out. And I was able to go to Game 5, which was pretty sick. I mean, pretty sick. It's probably one of the best experiences of my life, honestly. Absolute bucket list item. Okay. Oh, whoa. It's going down over here, guys. Look at this. We had a town center denied by green. And now you have blue dropping a castle on the other side. They cannot form alliances because the settings were incorrect. So we'll see if blue can complete this. Oh, it could be close. There's knights. Any hesitation is a killer here for green, though. That misclick probably kills him. Ah! Ah! Okay, well, it took a while for him to finally attack here, and blue's going to get the castle up. I've been there where I accidentally clicked the castle foundation, and it was always going to be really close. So now blue, the Burmese player, has a castle. He has a lot of wood and gold, so he could maybe make Aaron buy. It's getting awkward between green, blue, and red on this side. The red seems to be a little more secure. Gray with top score right now, and Gray wants to drop a castle here, kind of close to where Orange is at. And Purple's still patrolling around with those light cav. Yeah, I feel like the castle foundations, I mean, it's really cool the way they actually build up. I can't believe the fact that we played this game and watched this game with that not being the case for so many years. Like, I'm so used to it now, I can't go back. But it is really tough sometimes. You got to make sure you press Alt in those situations, so you always click past the building. But this game is already hard enough as it is, so it adds another... just another thing to pay attention to, another thing to do. So let me just restate the way this whole ranking thing works, because it works specifically with Battle Royale. So that is based on the population, and solely on the population. As opposed to, like, a score in a normal game would be based on a lot of different factors. WDW, if you hold Alt, apparently half my chat doesn't know this. If you hold Alt when you're trying to click a unit that's behind a building, it will not let you click the building. It'll prioritize units. So in that instance, if you have units behind the castle, you hold Alt when you go to click the units, and it will prioritize units. It will not allow you to click the building. And today you learned. Some people there might not have known. Yep. That is a DE thing because I don't think that was possible in Voobly, and also foundations of buildings didn't go up like that back in the day. So it was a lot less likely that you would click on buildings anyways, right? So there you go. If you guys want any more tips today, just let me know. Oh, no one's on the way to Imp yet. Green's making Rams. Yo, Green is taking this threat seriously. I wonder, I mean, Blue's King is in there. If Blue loses that castle, there's crossbows and knights here. It's also possible that Green takes out Blue's King. And again, Blue is a lot of Erembi, and Erembi aren't great against Siege, but he's about to have 10 of them. How do I beat Viper T90? Yeah, I can't help you there. I can't reveal my master strategies to you. I'm sorry. Move to China and name yourself Mr. Yo. That's your best bet. All right. The Erembi are doing a good job here. But Green does have crossbows. I mean, you would think that the crossbows, yeah, there's just not enough of them, right? Green, he's not in any rush to make this castle. You just lost villagers there. That's crazy. Yellow running through with cav archers, just passing. Okay, okay. No one on the way to Imp yet. The storm is moving in, guys. The storm is moving in. This could be a problem. Ducks, are you sharing the time that I lost to Viper in a Force Nothing game and not the time I beat him in a ranked game? Are you really? Ducks, you're fired. I don't even know which video that is, but I know. You would never share the good video. Remember, they started with these castles. So for some of them, in fact, all of them, it kind of looks like their castles being on the back hurt them here. But at least it's somewhat fair. It looks like almost all of those castles were on the back. And Red's got to be careful here because Red's king is... Oh, no, that's a samurai. Never mind. Never mind. Remember, you can pack up the starting town centers. And they look like a kind of like an Oregon Trail situation. It just takes some time. So Yellow's unpacking this TC. Actually, wait a second. He unpacked it. And now he's... Wait, no. Yeah, he unpacked it. And now he's... Wait. He packed it and now he's unpacking it. That's what I meant to say. He's building it again. I would say maybe build it closer to the wood line. But that's a cool little feature. I've actually never played with a feature like that before. Gray hasn't done it yet. Blue hasn't done it yet. Here we have the castle up for Green. For some reason, I thought Green was Britons this entire time. I just now remembered he's Burgundians, so that's news to me. And Red is attacking Green from the other side. Yeah, I think poor Ploof the Boring Dragon is just going to be overwhelmed here. Red's going to be an imp. Red is crossbows. Blue is a castle up. That is Red's town center right there. That's such a cool looking unit. Yeah, Green's got to pick a side here. He's got to ram down somebody. And he might end up choosing Red, actually. Which could work. I mean, if you take down Red's castle, then Red can't make Trebs and Imp. Every little bit helps here. Storm moving in. We're at 30 minutes. So I think my assessment of the situation was pretty correct, that it hit here around 40 minutes. And no one is in the middle yet, but I think right now the reason Orange isn't in the middle is because he's so focused on this attack from Purple. And making Cav Archers is good, but not so good against Ballista Elephants. Ballista Elephants are an underrated unit with Khmer. They're actually insane if you're able to get numbers of them. It's kind of like Indian Elephant Archers. And I think Purple's so desperate to stop this castle that a lot of the units are going to go down in the process. Ooh, castle for Green over here. But Green hasn't moved in with the Rams yet. I do think Green's castle goes up. All over here, you have blue still not in the Imperial Age making errand by. Remember, blue's king is in that castle. This is hectic right now. And how good would it be for orange to get to the middle before everyone else, though? That's the thing. There's not going to be many people in the Imperial Age to make to get the Onager upgrade. And you might not even have the time and space to be able to do that. I also think red does not know how to unpack this town center. Not that I do, because I haven't tested that myself. But that is a town center rolling into green's town. Whoa, it has 2,000 HP? That is the ultimate meat shield. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the HP down here. That actually might be worth it. Just let it distract the enemy units. Okay. Well, he has Arbalest now, so I think green's in trouble. Then again, red just got Bodkin Arrow. So it's not that good. Update on this little engagement over here. Orange is about to be an imp. Purple's not. And I think Chalk Sidewalk Chalk Sidewalk, sorry, is really in trouble now. You have yellow on this side with Cav Archers. You have orange on this side with Ballistas. Purple's eco isn't looking too good. Purple's not going to be an imp. We could see purple be the first one go down here. Yellow sitting at 153 pop and score 1. Gray sitting at 150 pop and score 2. Actually, he could hit orange from this side. And we'll have Siege Ram and Two-Handed Swordsman with Bagains. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's actually nothing orange can do against Siege Ram right now. Ballistas are very poor against Siege Ram. So I think orange could get wiped pretty quickly here. We'll have some of these top dogs clear out people. As you see, purple making a run for it to save the king. Now, green did hit the Imperial Age, but green never really had a foothold here. Just because of how stressful things was. And now the storm's coming in. As you see... No! Wait, what? It says orange resigned. It didn't say that orange dropped. I don't understand. Did orange lose the king? No, the king is there? Oh, no. This Volt is in chat now. This Volt said crash. Is the game about to crash for everybody? The storm has arrived for the game. No. I think everyone's going to crash. DE, come on, man. We've had a crash every single game today. Okay, I'm hearing that the game went out of sync for some people. It's possible I was a few minutes behind. I think we're about to see a drop. So I don't know what happens for me. Actually, look. Gray's not doing anything. Wait, did the game disconnect for them, but they're all just still... It's still going to let me spectate it? Am I spectating a playerless game? Are they all... Look at this. They're not doing anything. I'm really curious on who's going to win this. Blue, do you remember queuing up these villagers? Did he queue up stuff and then... Oh my god, I'm so excited, actually. Thank you, DE. Unironically, for once. We just get to see who wins. Do we just go off of who has units closest to the middle? Okay, is this not ridiculous, though, that the game disconnects for every single player and I can still spectate it? Clearly, something is wrong here. And the only reason that blue is doing anything is because that was queued before blue disconnected. We can't see what the players are saying. The players can't even see the game, but now I can watch it. What? When the game's working, I can't see conversation. But now I can see a game when they're not there. I swear, they like introduce new things to this game and then 5 other things break. It's just a never-ending cycle. They did say they improved the AI. Oh no, they've improved the AI. What if the units start moving here? I mean, listen, I'm no expert dev. I don't understand how things work. I would be awful at remaking games. I'd be awful at developing games and fixing bugs and all that. And I imagine it's not easy, but my oh my, this is unique. Okay, so let's start putting bets on people. Seriously. I think it's going to come down to how the units react to the storm. I actually need to see, do the units, like, do they run away like they get attacked? Okay, there's no mill there, so that's not what I meant. Trying to find an instance where... Okay, I think what happens is... Well, that's technically a dead player. I think the units just die. I don't think they get hit and run away. So I think, as we see an example here with Teal's villager, I think what we have to go off of is the lumberjacks. Now, this would be a great time to ask Blue if he remembers getting his wood upgrades. Because they're still doing stuff. These players are not here. And they're somehow still doing stuff. Oh, the king positions. That's a good point. The king positions could be important here. Okay, so yellow's king is here. Red's king is here. That's pretty... Oh, wait, no, that's not his king. Where is his king? Oh, in the TC. Okay. Green, sorry to say, but you're gonna die. Pretty soon, actually. Blue... Does anyone have the king really close to the shoreline? Blue... Not shoreline, you know what I meant. Okay, Blue's king is in that castle still. That's actually pretty close to the middle compared to the others. The playerless game here. Okay, Gray's king is also pretty close to the middle. It also depends on gather points for the castles. If the castle goes down and the king runs forward, it could still survive. Red doesn't have a gather point set in his. And then orange also has his king here. Well, I mean, listen, guys. I guess apologies that this has happened. It, of course, is out of my control. If things were in my control, there would be a few differences in terms of what we could see. But listen, we're going to make the most of this. And I have never, ever been able to cast a game where there's no players controlling it. So we'll see what happens. Derek Haran says speed up, please. How? Wait, what if I can speed up because there aren't players there anymore? And this is just some completely different universe now. Nope, we caught up to live gameplay. We have caught up to live gameplay. This is live. Every single player's game has crashed. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Big, big, epic stuff here. As the storm continues to move in. Prepare for the next game while waiting here? Why? Why would I ever prepare for the next game while waiting here and take away from this epic moment? I don't understand how people aren't excited about this. Also, that's not possible for me. There's a lot. I have like a program open. I have to have chat open. I have to interact with. I have to do a bunch of different things, so it would not be possible. However, I will say I'm disappointed by the lack of auto farm. You can tell who uses auto farm and who doesn't. But yeah, I mean, things keep ticking here. I'm gonna bet on orange to win. I think. Yes, orange is my favorite. I think, yeah. I don't know. I'm really uncertain on this, actually. Blue, maybe? No, that's close. Orange is dead. Yeah, but that doesn't count. Oh, okay. All right. Fine. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, orange is dead, technically. I mean, they're all dead. It's just a different level of dead. Okay. I'm trying to figure out which king will live then. Orange would have had a good shot if he wouldn't have actually dropped. What? Oh, okay. The king went down. Okay, I was going to say, don't tell me everyone's disconnects are going to work now. Okay, so purple's now been wiped from the map. King has gone down. This is not Red's king. Red's king is in the town center. The storm continues to move in here as all players have disconnected. And I think it's going to be really, really close. This game is a metaphor for life itself, as the Arbalest, which we're still on patrol, are just going to patrol to their deaths here. Can't bear to look. I wish it was a little more graphic. I wish there was like blood and guts or something. The fact that they just disappear bothers me. But yeah, they'll disappear here in a second. Whoa, they felt that. Okay, green's gone down. We knew that was coming. Now it's the photo finish. Now, the rank shows the amount of population, and the most population wins the game, but you also need to have your king alive. So, like, gray is coming pretty soon. Yellow has no chance. Sorry, Sully. This is what you get for not doing a Diplo game. I love you, though. Red's kind of got a chance. Actually, oh, that's so close. Wait. The gather point on Red's town center is set forward. Oh, that gives him an extra couple minutes. That could win it for him. The gather point on Blue's castle is in the castle, so right in this spot. It just goes to show you, always set your gather points forward, just in case you disconnect and the game continues to run. All right, guys? Really important strategy tip. It's been like 20 or 30 minutes since the players dropped. The game's continuing to run for some reason. And we are here trying to see who will win this. Mainly because I committed so much time to setting it up, to be honest. I know that this isn't exactly what people come for content, but maybe this is the best content you've ever seen. Who knows? Why is a game with no players this tense? I know! I'm so into this right now. I need to know.
That I subscribe for.
I think, as we see, wait, why did it? I guess the castle shot a villager there. That's kind of funny. Red just got a kill. So red is on the ball here. I think the gather point's going to save red. Okay, there is this weird thing with kings, but sometimes they move more than just 1 or 2 tiles. So maybe because the gather point is set directly on the treb, it'll just like scurry forward by 15 tiles and save him. But I'm reaching at this point. Battle Royale. All the players have dropped. This is just survival of the luckiest at this point. Oh, it's so close between gray and red. And orange is already out, so I guess actually I want to see what happens to the castle. Does it progressively go down? Or does it just disappear? Yeah, blue might be in it as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess it's technically not being hit yet. Okay, so now it's going down. The king will eject, but there's no gather point set, so now the king's out. And Sully will be defeated here. Alright. The king is not very happy about it. How do you feel about your impending death? Yep, I agree. That sounds horrible. Well, see ya. Okay, king's dead. Sully Empire has nothing left. So, I assume that Red's king is also going to be running forward here, which should give Red the win. Oh, just by a couple tiles, though. Like, blue, I don't think will be able to make it. Gray, the only chance is if the king scurries forward a couple tiles. Okay. Well, I have to say, every time there's an update with this game, I get really excited because it says fixed various performance issues. And I get excited because I want performance issues to be fixed, but I also get excited because it's like Christmas morning. You don't know what your parents put underneath the tree, all right? And there's always something. And this is new. This is new. I would not have expected this. So thank you, devs. Thank you. Also, 3,000 people watching nobody play right now. I commend you all. We're a special type of weird, aren't we? Okay. I mean, I'm certainly I'm hoping we don't see this again. Let's see if I'm correct about Red's gather point. I think I should be. There's now 3 remaining. We blue, gray, and red. Oh, actually, let's make this more interesting since all three of these guys are in chat. The person who wins does not get banned. The other two get banned from the stream for a week. Now this is going to be fun. Now this is going to be fun. No longer can you interact on this channel. Spicing it up. I'm kidding. I won't ban you for a week. I'll ban you for 2. It's fine. All right, great. I think this Volt's in trouble here. Let's see where the king goes. This is play or nothing. That's true. I'm still racking my brain for YouTube titles, but that's a pretty good one. Okay. My only theory is that the king somehow runs forward here with a little bit of a movement bug. But I think what happens is he stands right next to the treb. Yep. So that is going to be gray out of it right before blue, I think. Right before blue. It's gonna slide in a little bit more. Still not hitting the castle. And the red's town center is also... Oh, man, this is so close. Also, where do the animals come from? Okay. Gray's gonna be next. Castle's still not getting hit. TC still not getting hit? What is that crap? That's so lucky. Castle's not getting hit either. Okay, king will die next. King will die next. There's no more room for the storm. Should be moving in here any second. Okay, castle's getting hit. Where's blue's king? Blue's king is there. Gray's out now. Gray just went down. And red's king is there. Oh! Oh my god! It's so close! I think red's gonna win by a tile or two. Yeah, I think red's gonna just win this one. Well, guys, this is a big moment because Morgathor has been playing in community games for years. And it's so tough to win in community games. But I'd like you guys to please salute Morgathor. Morgathor, after years of dedication to this game, years of entering community games, you've finally been able to get a victory. It might have been by disconnect. You might not have had any control over it, but my God, was that domination. Wasn't even close. I swear, what is this game, though? How is that a thing? Like, Morgathor, obviously I'm trolling. How does that happen? How does this happen, people? I don't understand. All the players were disconnected from the game, and we somehow spectated that. What? Oh, my God. Okay. Well, anyways, that was... Thank you guys for bearing with me there. That might end up being decent content, or maybe it was decent content if you watched it on the stream. You can see how close the game was for the last 30 minutes. These guys are just so good, man. They clearly are so even. We didn't see a single villager go down for the last 30 minutes. Everyone is keeping their economies protected. Their resources banked were so extremely high, man. If it wasn't for the storm, they could have gone on a whole lot longer. Look at the resources for red. Boom! Macro like a god. Yeah, just unfortunately, the storm ended up sniping them there. Yeah, I hope that we can get an actual game going at some point. I hope that things will run smoothly. I don't actually have any answers as to why that happened, which is slightly concerning, but sometimes the best things in life don't have answers. Sometimes there's only questions. So, hope you enjoyed that one. Feels bad for everyone who was working hard, though. I mean, on some level, though, green was probably going to die anyway, so green's just like, oh, okay, no worries. Or some of these players who are going to get sniped, it might be a little bit of a situation where they saved face because everyone else DC'd there. Oh, that was fun, though. You told the players this game would be more fun to watch than play. Can you blame them for listening? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I didn't think about it that way, but I did say that, so maybe I rigged it. Who knows? Also, Morgathor, am I correct? Is that your first community game win? I think you might have been able to win more. I don't want to lead the people astray here. You don't have to tell us if you're self-conscious. If Morgothor isn't here, I'm going to assume Morgothor is off celebrating in the streets right now. I was in one 3 weeks ago. Allied victory there. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, this victory is more legitimate than any Allied victory, so congratulations. You did it.